Alright guys, we're on part 2 from Germany. And we left off here, well, if we can go to Radaburger, right? I've seen Radaburger. Radaburger is pretty good. It's a decent price. Of course, Radaburger originated in the east, near Dresden, in what is now the German state of Saxony. Right? And has a long history of being a favorite of political leaders. In 1887, Chancellor Otto von Bismarck, right, declared Radaburger's Pilsner as the Kanzlerbrau, right, the Chancellor beer. And it was also a favorite of Frederick Augustus III of Saxony. After World War II, of course, Saxony fell into East Germany. And the brew, although I keep saying they didn't destroy Germany for the long haul, did they? The brew fell under state control, but it still attracted an elite clientele. According to Peter Truscott, a biographer of Vladimir Putin. Oh, that madman. Oh, did you know he blew up his own pipeline? What a monster. Anyway, the future president of Russia drank Radaburger when he was KGB agent in Dresden in the 1980s. Right? So after the unification, Radaburger, these groups were acquired by all these little here, the Ochter Group, a diversified holding company that owns a wide range of interests from hotels to insurance to cooking products. All right, so and at least they're related to the thing, and apparently they also own the group here also owns one of my favorites, Dab. Right? So now look at the picture here. Now we're going to Köln, right? So you got the Kolsch, right? Gaffel's pretty good. All of them are pretty good. So, of course, we get to that. We're just going up here. Ganter. I've never seen this beer. Never heard of it. Look how beautiful it is. Oh God. I don't think I've ever heard of these two. I don't think they're in America. Okay, but I have heard of Dinkelacker. Okay? This is from Stuttgart. Okay? Dinkelacker is pretty good. You were able to find this in America at some point. I don't know now if you can. But going through here, we're still with the Dortmund style here. And going back, I guess I'm calling back to the last video. It's not strictly segregated here. Should be mentioned that export is a lager style indigenous to Dortmund. They're traditionally full body, but not quite as sweet as the beers of Munich or as dry as a true Pilsner. That was the point I was trying to make yesterday, very imperfectly. That's exactly the style, the taste of the Dab. Right. And so apparently this was a famous beer. It was exported all over the place. That's where the term export comes from. And so they still focus a lot here. So now we're in Dortmund. So we'll stay in the general region. Okay, we're going from Stuttgart going up to the Ruhr Valley. Okay, the Dortmund. You have Dusseldorf and Köln. Right, Dusseldorf, of course. They have a little rivalry going on. Okay, Alt beer, right, old style beer, versus Kolsch. Right, a lot of umlauts up in here. So. The thing with these beers is that Alt beer is just another word for ale, right? And Kolsch is also ale. The Alt beer tends to be brown in color, dark in the color, like a British beer, right? But the Kolsch is a little bit of a hybrid. Oh, the hybrids, and they come in these little glasses here, but essentially just like some other weird beers, like the Kolsch is basically an ale, right? That's treated and lagered like a Pilsner, right? I think the Alt beer is not, but the Kolsch is this flavor. So it has a very interesting flavor. It's very fruity. Okay, it's fruity like an ale. Okay, but it looks and is crisp and clear like a Pilsner. Okay, of course, a lot of that's the malt, but they store it like it's kind of like the like the American cream ale style, where they basically store the ale like a lager. And of course, you had the steam beer style, or the California common style, as they call it, where they took a lager and they stored it like an ale. So you get like these interesting It's not just the ingredients you put in; it's how you treat them. Also, from what I hear, everyone in Germany laughs. They say Kolsch is horrible piss water beer, and it's a joke. Meanwhile, Köln, it's like it's so popular that if you dare call your beer in America your homebrew, or if you call it a Kolsch and you don't say Kolsch style, they will come after you with the lawyers. Very interesting. I actually like Kolsch a lot, and the alt beer I've only had the one called Urge. Was it I forgot how to spell it. Uiruge. Okay, that's the only one I ever had, and it was really good beer, but I can't find it anywhere. Diepels seems to be the biggest one for Dusseldorf, and they don't have it here, so so there's nothing I can do about that. So here, Ganta, I've never seen this. I've never heard of it. I'm sure it's great, though. I'm sure it's great. So we're getting into the northern Germany, western Germany. Okay, and now we're going to dip over into Bavaria. Okay, I'm not gonna end this video because I'm not gonna make it super long. I want to drink some beer for me, for us. We'll start here in Bavaria, and the third video will also end in Bavaria. And there's no lie, of course, amongst Germans, the rest of Germany likes to make fun of Bavaria, make fun of their beers. Okay, look at that beautiful beer. Oh, the rest of Germany likes to make fun of Bavaria. Of course, the Bavarians laugh at this. They call their beer Bavarian beer. They're making a point. When it comes to beer, the state of Bavaria is to Germany what Germany is to the rest of the world. Half of the breweries are in Germany's largest state, and Munich, the state capital, is one of the cities that is the most celebrated in global beer culture. Okay? Everybody knows Oktoberfest. Even people in Iraq know Oktoberfest. Right? And of course, they go over this. We know this, and they go over the big six, right? And of course, what I want to get into is the whole, Paulina, right? We'll just look at some of these. Erdinger is the biggest one. I like Erdinger a lot, but I think I like Paulina better. Also, Weihenstephaner is another good one. Of course, they're not in Munich. Why am I keep looking at her? I don't know. Yeah. So I know how they have the alcohol fry. I actually tried this. It's so gross, man. Of course, they have the crystal. Oh, it's the crystal beer, where they filter the beer. Filtering the beer, the Hefeweizen, actually makes the Hefeweizens taste different. It's very interesting. So when they go over here, they go over what I went over with all the different Doppelbocks with the Aders, like Delicator, Triumphanator, Optimator, Salvator, Animator. Of course, my favorite one is Ayinga, Celebrator. So anyway, these are the official ones in Munich. So when you have the Oktoberfest, the official one, these are the ones that are allowed to be here. Augustiner, the beers are just coming over here. Hackershore, which I really like. Hofbrauhaus, of course. Lowenbrau, I don't see anymore, which is funny because that was another German beer we had in America. Of course, Spaten, right? Paulina, though, to me, of all of these, Paulina is the most prolific, and I think probably my favorite brewery. I'll be honest with you. Up with Dab, of course. You see the Bavarians. As we know, the Bavarians are sort of, when you think of the German stereotypes, right? The Prussian stereotype. Everyone knows the Bavarians are a little different. They're kind of big, jolly people. They're like Scottish people. They like to drink. They like to brawl. They like to, have a good time. So now we have Paulina. Yeah, look at that. Schatzi. That's what they used to call me. So, you get, of course, the Oktoberfest Marzen, which is not the fest beer. Okay, and I'm not even going to go over all that. But the pills, man, their pills is really, really good, man. Really, really good. Not sweet at all. Dry. And of course they have the Thomas Brau. Damn you. No alcohol fried beer. Now this is the famous one. This is one that I remember, Francis Connor. It's good, but it's not. I don't think it's the best. I think it's far. I think it's okay, but there's better Hefeweizen. So, and of course, there's the Hofbrau. Look at that architecture. It looks really nice. Somebody would have liked to have drawn that. I don't know who. So, and of course, Eyinger. Eyinger is really good. They're not in Munich. Okay, they're north of Munich. This is the best. This is hands down the best Doppelbock. And I remember when they used to have the little plastic goats, and they don't have it now, probably because some kid will swallow it or something. So, but the Eyinger. But I want to end it here. I want to do some beer porn for you. Okay. Oh, the Germans, all they have is lager. All they have is lager. I want to prove you wrong. Right, Fraulein? You and me. What do you say? All right, here's one of my favorites, man. Paulina. Hands down, this, Schneiderweiss, and Weinstefano are the three best Hefeweizen breweries, in my opinion. Okay, Erdinger is good. Tucher is very underrated, but always coming down to this, and I always like this. I always like how it looks. It's like liquid gold, but you don't see through it, right? You see little, what is that? There's like cloudiness. It's not filtered, okay? It's filled with the yeast is there. The unique taste of the Hefeweizen is well known. It's just very interesting. Technically got around to a Heinzgebot. The other interesting thing about this is that all they drink is a lager. This is an ale. This is an ale. Hefeweizens are ales, my friend. So the Germans they still make ales, and they make some pretty damn good ones. Now this style, this style has been bastardized into things like Blue Moon, which are okay, but they're nothing like the imported Hefeweizen. So let me shut up and drink. Yeah, it has that unique flavor. A lot of people don't like Hefeweizen. I think when the other Germans make fun of Bavarian beer, they go, "Oh, they make that sweet beer." The nasty sweet beer. They're not like our cool dry pilsners, right? But the Bavarians make all kinds of beers, and either you like this style or you don't. I like it a lot. I can drink it any time of year. Of course, it's very refreshing beer as well. So, anything else I can say? I mean, wheat beers are very popular in America. They're not very bitter. Okay, however, there is a beer I will cover where you take the Hefeweizen. Actually, you take the Weizenbock style. You take the Bock version of this, and they dry hop it. Okay, they're from Schneiderweiss, that beer, but I'm not gonna go over it in this video. I can't. Jesus Christ, how much beer can I drink? So I just want to enjoy this little bit and just look at it. Look at the beauty of it. Yes, look at that. Look at that. Really cool. And also, I like the can. The can is very triggering to certain people. My man. Yes. Oh, how dare they? Germany's in bad shape. It's been occupied. It's been destroyed. But the beer is still there. So let's enjoy that for now. And I'll have another sip. You're a beautiful woman. My type, actually. So, yeah. What can I say? My Dollar Tree glass, I had a bigger glass than this, but it broke finally after nearly 14 years. I could have cried, but I had other problems at the time. So, but this glass is definitely serving the bill. So Hefeweizen, German ale. That's right. Now I have one more beer here, the Früh, right, which means early in German, Kolsch. Right? So this is a genuine Kolsch from Köln, right? It looks beautiful, right? Like I said, very fruity, very refreshing, slightly hoppy, a lighter beer, but really nice. And like I said, the fruitiness of it, you don't have this with the Pilsners as much. This is an ale. Hey, look at it. Don't let it fool you. But you're an ale. Yeah, nah, just and these beers, the Weissdorf is another one. Gaffel. They tend to be a little more pricey than the usual beers too, but they're well worth it. They'd be great for the summer, but they're great year round. So I'm gonna have another swig. Mm.